Here we are today outside Nottingham Castle, and we have the famous statue of Nottingham's favourite son, Robin Hood. Robin Hood, myth or real? And that's the question that we're sort of asking, and literature certainly has encouraged us to believe that Robin Hood was a real figure. Now, some historians argue that Robin Hood wasn't a historical figure, he was a legend that's been built up over time. And it's a great place to start an examination of whether myth and legend are based in reality or purely fiction in the heroic tradition. This statue depicts the merry men enjoying life in the forest. At the end here, of course, we have, as every great hero has, several sidekicks in Robin Hood's case, but the main one here with the bald dome that I'm rubbing is Friar Tuck, of course, and apparently Friar Tuck was a true historical figure. Of course, Will Scarlet and some of the other merry men that are so famous because of Robin Hood and this legend that surrounds Nottingham. Of course, if we look around in a moment, we'll show you another figure of historical importance and some of the forest at Sherwood. Of course, Robin Hood's famous for being in Sherwood Forest and fighting the Sheriff of Nottingham. And here we look at a depiction of his merry men amidst some of the finery and shrubbery of the forests around Nottingham, and we can certainly see that the legend develops and builds up over a period of time with all sorts of very different elements. And later on we'll come back and I'll specifically talk about the hero's journey and how Robin Hood fits into that. Here we have a depiction of Robin Hood and Little John fighting, and this is part of that mythology of Robin Hood and how stories have built up over the years around the mystical figure of Robin Hood. Robin Hood, of course, is central to Nottingham, and we are, again, I repeat, in Nottingham today, looking very carefully at what this myth is, this legend. Is it real or is it fake? And as we move along, these depictions of Robin Hood along the wall outside the castle show us very clearly some of the elements of it that's true. So, for example, here we have Robin Hood and Maid Marian with Friar Tuck fighting. Okay, so part of that mythology is Robin Hood's stealing from the rich to give to the poor as a real historical figure. Each one depicts a scene that you would have seen as a child in history, in one of the books that you've read, in one of the movies, and indeed inside the castle they have shots of the Kevin Costner movie. Next we look at Richard the Lionheart joins the hands of Marian and Robin, and the story goes that Robin Hood and Maid Marian were married in a church not far from here, in fact a church where Lord Byron's buried, and that really happened. Now whether that did or not is a debate that historians have, but certainly this depicts it in a most historical style. And if we think back to Joseph Campbell and the hero's journey, walking along this wall certainly fits into that process as well. We look very carefully at why and how these heroes are developed and what brought about them ever. And we see here another great heroic shot where Robin Hood and the shooting of the last arrow before he dies. He's there on his deathbed, but this heroic figure who's made much out of it and saved the world. Oh, well, now we've moved that greenery out of the way, let's go to Sherwood Forest and have a look at where Robin Hood supposedly lived all those years ago. Well, we hope you enjoyed our Robin Hood series. If you liked it, look at the stuff down there, because it will help you far more. Join us again, don't forget to subscribe. Thanks, and see you later.